Evening, everybody. Welcome to Kop Talk. This is the West Ham 3, Liverpool 2 after-match reaction. Joined with Ashley.
Hi.
What can we say? That run had to come to an end at some point, and of all the teams to lose it against, it could have been worse. Could have been.
It's not the end of the world.
This is it. Could have been Champions League. It could have been our big rivals, but we lost out to David Moyes and his West Ham Hammers. You look at the fact that he was at Man U and they got rid of him, and what he's doing now with this West Ham side, you have to just congratulate him. And
they would love him at their team right now.
Yeah, he's got the fans on side, the players on side. They're a proper team unit. He's playing
He's
got
the players. Tactics.
He's
got a plan.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at the stats from today, and it's absolutely crazy. We were looking at this just now. We had 70% possession, 16 shots. Our pass accuracy was 86%. I mean, I felt like a lot of our passes were sloppy, but looking at that, it doesn't even seem like, in general that they were. I do wonder.
Passing them backwards and stuff, because Moyes came with the tactics, so we had to keep passing backwards.
I was going to say, I think Alisson was involved in a lot of those passes, to be honest. Apart from that, not much to say. I mean, no offsides. We like to use that offside trap a lot, but when you look at it, they only actually had 7 shots, 3 on target, and they happened to 2 of them went in because one of them obviously was Alisson own goal. So let's go to the first talking point. Was obviously 4 minutes in, they've scored. If you're going to beat Alisson, I guess that's how you do it.
Yeah, straight from a corner.
I mean, they were complaining it was a foul. What was your opinion on the?
I thought it was straight from a corner, and I did think the guy was in Alisson's way. I was thinking that it could have given a free kick, but the referee saw different. He's a bit of a clown. He should have just given Liverpool a free kick. We were blocking him off.
I'm of this opinion now. I feel like I think someone said it in the halftime thing. It's like you can touch keepers, you can. I think more than anything, Alisson was distracted by Antonio doing a bit of grappling and making sure he didn't come on him. He should have just stood his ground, stayed focused, and if Antonio fouled him, he fouled him. I feel like he was a little bit distracted by that. Could have done better, but even the greats of this world make mistakes. I'll forgive him all day with that. I think he ultimately was to blame because he should have been more focused. Maybe it was because it was so early on in the game, but I'm wondering if when he watches it back he'll agree or not.
That Moyes practices those corners in training. That's all he does. He loves a good goal from a corner, so he came with the corner tactics, didn't he?
They have scored the most set pieces in the league, haven't they? And you can see why. They've got some big players in there as well.
Their strength.
Yeah, I mean, they did what they needed to do. They got the biggest player on the pitch, stood right in front of Alisson. Tactics. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to beat Alisson, that's what you do. He's a big guy. You put your big guys around him, distract him. Yeah, it obviously is paid off. And you think how many set pieces you can win in a game. It's a very smart thing to do is to focus on that because, that's like free money.
I think Moyes was on top form today. All them 3 points down to him.
Yeah,
we've got better players and stuff, but they were just good with defence and stuff.
So it was almost like
midfielders.
It was almost like that's what we've been known for this season is getting that early goal. So it almost threw us off. We've not been in that position before, and I felt like we were saying like this is how Simeone, this is how Atletico should have been playing us at Anfield. They were coming hard, they were messing up our midfield. I think they just took advantage of the fact that we are depleted right now. We haven't got Bobby. He's a huge miss. And we saw that when he came back, getting the goals, distracting defenders. We need that. Mane and Salah just feed off of that. And in the first half, up until, you know, the goal, you could see that we were missing that. Let's go on to the next key point, because I feel like I don't want this result to overshadow how beautiful was that free kick. I mean, first off, it was definitely a free kick. I don't want anyone denying that, but what a free kick.
That was just Jurgen and Trent showing Moyes that we practice set pieces as well.
Yeah, but quite often ours have been absolute shite. I feel like this season. So I feel like it was like, wow, of all the times to get this right, the amount of times I've seen us do free kicks and they've just skied over the bar, gone wide. I've seen Trent do so many ones like that and they've gone wide. I didn't have much hope. The fact that it was square on, I felt like, right, this is almost, you know, this has to work. You can see Matip as well. I loved that Matip in the box getting angry because they kept stepping over the foam line and he was like, look. I think in the end he was like, all right, fine, do what you want. But what a nice little setup. And to curl it like that, he's just mastered the art of passing the balls, and he's basically passing to the back of the net. There was no saving that, straight round the wall. Beautiful. I don't want today to overshadow how brilliant that goal was.
That's a positive.
I felt like we needed at halftime. I don't know if you think this as well. I feel like if we'd have got another goal then before halftime, could have been a different story in some ways. I know how they play and how they come, and they've come hard, and they've obviously watched other teams. They've watched the Brentford game. You know, they've watched all these games where we've been drowned out in the midfield. We're missing Bobby. We're missing like any backup. Thiago's
missing Keita as well.
Missing
we needed Keita, somebody to be quicker than Ox.
Thiago's not match fit. Ox looked tired. So yeah, the first half, I mean, we had the ball, but like you said, a lot of it was like the passing at the back because we had nowhere to go. We'll get on to the fact that Salah just got drowned out as well. I'm just going to go through some comments quickly because, like I said, I think we're going to get a lot of viewers today. We've got Amundi. Well done, Hammers. To beat a top Liverpool side like that is no fluke. We have seen the film study in recent weeks on how to exploit your glaring weaknesses.
So where was you lot exploiting our weaknesses? Why did you exploit out?
Should have kept Moisey there, Man United. I mean, I think our weaknesses are now glaring because we are depleted in some ways. It's not an excuse, but of all the times for there to be an international break, thank Lord God Klopp that it is now, because I'm hoping, you know, this 2-week break, we're going to come back. Bobby's obviously injured, which in some ways now is a good time because he won't be going on international. I just hope.
I think we need to play more in Bobby's role because he's good with his feet and stuff, better than Jota, and have a different winger on, and then the Bobby's miss would be less, wouldn't it? Because more likes to track back even when he's on the wing, so he'll be able to do that in the middle as well. Like,
I mean, we can get on to obviously like the second half in a second. I'll just go through some more of those comments. We've got James coming on with us in a second. Amundi, poor day at the office. You will be back. Big up Ash and Gems. Thanks, Amunds. Rebel, Man United agenda. Big up panel. Rough day on the front lines. Alisson at fault for 2 of the 3 goals. Interesting. So we'll get on to the second half in a second. I'm just going to bring James in quickly. Just joined us. Hi, James.
Good evening. How are we doing, guys? You all right?
We're good. Just going through some comments in a minute. We've gone through the first half. I'll let you round up your thoughts on it as well. I'm just going to get these comments out because, as you can imagine, we're very popular today. You know, first loss since April. I fully.
Well, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
No, they shouldn't.
We've already discussed the fact that Moisey was, you know, of all the teams to lose our unbeaten run against, it was Moisey and the Hammers.
It was inevitable. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm so ice cool with this at the moment. It's fine. You know, their great manager, Sir Alex Ferguson himself even said, it's time to get yourself into position for the business end of the championship, which is around the end of February. I'll take it. Get 3 or 4 points off and we're in. You know, look, it could always be worse. We're not in a bad place at all. It's just one of those days at the office. One of those days.
That's why I said it could have been a Champions League game. It could have been versus Man U, Man City. Of all the teams to lose against, I don't mind too much against the Hammers, and they will take points off of lots of other teams as well.
Yeah, they will do. The top sides of watch out for West Ham.
On Monday, I hope to see a classic video review talk from Ashley. Bring them back, Ash.
All right, then, if that's what the people want.
How much blame does Klopp get for that game? Obviously not Klopp out, but he didn't change anything, even when the writing was on the wall.
Gets all the blame. All the blame.
Let's answer this quickly then. So I've already said a few times we've got pretty much quite a depleted squad. Thiago's clearly not match fit. Ox has been playing a lot of minutes lately. Obviously, he was on the pitch. What was on our bench? I mean, in the end, he did bring on Origi and Minamino. Could he have brought them on earlier, James? Do you think?
Look, as far as I'm concerned, I text you mid-match. I said, what have we got on the bench? Thiago, for me, is he falling into the realms of Naby Keitaism? If that's the term that's just been invented live on Kop Talk, LFC, Keitaism. Is he not up to the job? Is the question. Look, we've said it before. Our first 11 will be any team in the world. Just ask those guys across in Manchester. They know full well. The reality is this:
AC Milan, Porto.
Do we have the minerals further down the squad? Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, since that Roma semi-final, has never been the same since, and it's horrible to say, it's a fact. Naby Keita injured consistently, more consistently than milk goes with cereal. You've got to now have a look at Takumi Minamino. Takumi Minamino isn't a Premier League player, not good enough. Divock Origi, come on today, scored a goal. In fact, I think it was a wonderful goal, a great touch and turn, and that's what you get drilled in when you're younger. Amondi will definitely agree with this. That touch is exactly what you get taught when you're younger. You got your back to goal, you take a touch, you swivel, turn, fire in. Good goal, keep him. But let's be brutally honest, guys. Nico Williams, not having him for me. I was on the LFC transfer room the other night, and they're backing him. I'm not backing him. Not good enough. I think for us,
backing him. Oh my god.
Nah, not for me. Does he get in a Chelsea? Does he get on a Chelsea bench? Does he get? Why am I so harsh? Because we're Liverpool Football Club. We're not West Ham. We're not Aston Villa. We're not Everton. That's who this guy should be playing for.
Nico, last time he played, he got an assist.
Oh, well done. What's he done in the other 18 months before that? What was Trent doing at the same age as him? Let's be brutally honest.
Because he's behind Trent, right? So obviously he can't push Trent out of the way. To do more than Trent, that'd be impossible.
I don't believe he's good enough.
In the fan base.
It's a huge talking point for a reason, because it's split 50-50. I respect the fellow panelist tonight. He knows his Liverpool stuff, absolutely, and I respect you 100%, mate. Always. We're a family. You know that, and I know that. But the reality is, he doesn't get anywhere near the United team. He doesn't get anywhere near the Chelsea team.
He is better than Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, Ash.
You've seen the state of Wan-Bissaka.
I have seen the state of him, but I would trust him more than Nico Williams.
Oh my god! Okay.
All right,
you should put the poll out, Gems, tonight. Is Nico Williams good enough to be Liverpool's second right back? Let's see the responses.
He's better than Wan-Bissaka.
We'll get on to that. I don't think we've seen enough of him yet, personally. I don't think we've seen enough of him yet. Yes, he had a really good game and he played his ass off, and we had a show about it, and I said he did play his ass off.
Gems, why does he play Joe Gomez and Milner at right back ahead of him?
Does he?
Yeah.
Last time I'm sure he played Nico Williams.
That was versus Preston, though.
But nobody else played there.
And Milner was injured as well. Anyway, let's go on. So is Klopp to blame for the game? Personally,
no.
I don't think he's to blame. Yes, he didn't make much changes, but there isn't many changes to make when you've got Salah and Mane on the pitch and they're just being outdone.
He could have started with Divock Origi, right? Because Divock came on and did better than Jota, and that was the change to be made because, They parked everybody at the back, and then Divock would have done better than Jota, innit?
I do. Let me get through these comments and we'll get on to that in a minute, because they're building up. Amandi, your squad ain't built for a full season on all fronts, in my honest opinion, but you are definitely punching above your weight. I was waiting for that comment and I knew it was going to come. No free kick. That was a valid first goal. Well said, Jem. That was on the Alisson own goal, James. So I
absolutely.
Fully on the corner and not on Antonio.
Gems, it was exactly the same as when Firmino scored at Anfield against David De Gea. That goal should have stood too. So I'll be pleased and interested to hear Man United fans' opinions on whether that goal should have stood. If they believe that goal tonight should have stood, then so should the De Gea goal. So I believe it was a goal for West Ham. And look, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just West Ham United are a good team. They've been good consistently for 18 months. They're a very, very good team. That's not a season-defining result for us tonight. If we'd have lost 4-1, I'd have been asking serious questions. The reality is this: we cannot afford many more slip-ups, and that's the realms of where we're at. It's as simple as that.
It's not just us slipping up, and I think this, the Premier League's becoming the toughest league for a reason. There's quality in so many teams. No
stressing, James. No stress.
It's all across the board. Alex, welcome. Good evening. Salah was so bad today. I have to agree. Some of his passing, he got tackled quite easily a lot today. I think he was put off. I don't know for what reason, but
I think Moyes did a job on him. The triple teamed him sometimes, and that's where the other attacker should have jumped in. That's where I'm disappointed in Jota.
I think there's been games before we've played where they've, like Brentford, where they've targeted Trent because they know that, cut Trent off, you're going to cut off the supply. And today they cut off Salah tactics. I mean, he wasn't outstanding, but they knew where to cut us off, and they cut us off at the source right there. Alex is saying Andy was also crap.
Yes, I want to see Tsimikas a bit more because of
I agree with that. Do you ever find he gets the ball on the left hand side, he puts his foot on it, goes to go forward, stops and passes it back. But who the hell am I to criticise Andy Robertson after the past 3 or 4 years? He is our number one left back, but I agree with what you're saying. I agree. I'd like to see Tsimikas a little bit more. He was very good at Olympiacos, ripped Wolves to pieces, kept Adama Traore locked away, and then went on to rip Arsenal to pieces as well. Good player. However, again,
he's a
guys,
bit slack at defending, I find.
No stress. It's just it's a shit day.
Yeah.
It's not our best day. We've lost, but what are we? 3 points off the top? Is it 3 or 4 points off the top after 11 games played? We're top of 4 points. Look, no stress. It's a long.
And you look at who we've
season.
played. We've played some tough teams. We have played some tough teams.
Well, we played the top 7. We played the top 7.
Yeah, and
West Ham might finish in the Champions League places by the way they're playing.
In that run
if
of games,
they continue it,
in this run of games as well. So we did the next 7. We've played Atletico twice as well. That was a lot of press and a lot of stress on the squad. We played AC Milan. Let's not forget the teams that we have played as well. Alex is saying we miss Keita. I mean,
true. We don't lose when he's in the team. The stats are there. The numbers are there. We do not lose when he's in the team.
He agrees that Nico's not on Liverpool's level as well. I don't think he's ready. I think you'd have to loan him out to a championship
There's
team.
a player there, but if you're West Ham, Newcastle, Everton, Villa, Leeds, that sort of level, good, solid Premier League player. We're talking about being the best team in the world.
He's too old to loan out now,
Does he get on Real Madrid's bench? Does he get onto Juventus's bench? Because we're Liverpool and this is the company that, we need to be keeping.
Hold on, read this comment a minute. Alex, this is blasphemy. This is just pure blasphemy right now. I don't understand. So
after one game where we don't win, people are saying this.
I need to just say this a minute, right? Because I've been in a Facebook Liverpool group for a very long time, and there's a few people in there well known for saying that Salah's shit. We need to sell him.
Top scorer in the league.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Even last season when we were at our absolute worst, the guy was breaking numbers. He was getting goals in. I don't see any other fan base even saying that.
This is the guy that's going to tell us that an unsliced loaf of bread is better than a sliced loaf of bread. Alex, I think you need to take a look at yourself, big boy. I agree with you on Nico's point, but my God, I think you're in the 0.0001% of any genuine football fan that doesn't believe that Mohamed Salah is in the top 5-6 players in the world.
He's just lying. That's what he's doing, lying.
I don't even think there's another fan base that would say that anymore now either. I think everybody's just come around to the idea
everybody rates more.
He is still the best in the world right now, and I'm sorry, but
triple teamed. We just didn't capitalise with the triple team when our other players are free.
Look at Messi in PSG. Is he doing bits every game? You look at the best players. They don't play outstanding every game, every day of the week. It just doesn't happen. He got outplayed today. That's right. It's a team game as well. He's not just supposed to pull magic out his ass every second.
I don't understand why everybody's getting so up in arms.
He's played every game. Every game apart from one game, I think, or the two League Cup games. Apart from that, he's played every game. He's hardly ever injured.
Yeah, let's be honest, Gems. The League Cup games, we play the kids and the reserves.
Yeah.
So, that's a fact. Or people on the fringes of the first team. It's just one of them days at the office. Let's move on. If we then lose, away at Burnley, or something silly like that, then by all means.
Sean Dyche has lost
to be a little blip, one lost game doesn't mean you're shit. You'll be back, no stress. Mr. B, I appreciate that so much. And
he knows his football. Everybody knows it.
Yep.
Let's look at this. The last time we lost a game was April the 6th. April the 6th. And today we lost 3-2 to a team that is in the form of their lives right now. They're killing it in Europa. They're killing it in the league. And, looking at these stats, we still had 70% possession, but they just played us very well.
They've got a very good manager, unlike some.
Yeah.
The very good balance to the team as well. Okay, you've got inside forward, so you've got a left footer on the right. You've got a right footer on the left. You've got Cresswell, who's a very, very comfortable left back. You've got Johnson, a young upstart. He's keeping He's keeping Kufal out the team at the moment. Kurt Zuma is a machine. Ogbonna's good. I think Dawson, bang average, good season last season. Look at those two holding midfield players. Thomas Suchek and Declan
That formation there is the blueprint to beat Liverpool. The two sitting midfielders.
Do you know what our problem was? Our problem was very, very simple this evening. It was Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and a massive imbalance in the midfield. Liverpool fans right now are getting very angry because of one reason. The league table position. Yeah. The league table doesn't lie.
It doesn't mean shit till after Christmas.
It doesn't, exactly. And that's my point. And the reason why we are in that position is because we have drawn too many games. If you turn those to wins, we're top of the league. If you turn them to losses, then there's a big problem. Look, we're fourth in the league. We've lost to a good team. And I can't find my cap. Okay? So, I haven't wore gel for a long time, so I apologise. I look like a homeless rabble. A ramskaggle.
You look beautiful. Don't worry about it.
Thank you very much indeed.
Let's looking at the league table. I don't do this often. I don't believe in it.
Well, this is why the fans are angry, is because we're not top and 10 points cleared. Just relax, Liverpool fans. Relax.
It's ridiculous.
Come on.
4 draws. One of them was against Chelsea. Where
the other against City. The other against inspired Brentford at home. That's 3 of them.
Yeah, and then Man City. I'm not.
The one that did piss me off was Brighton at home. That one was very disappointing. I was more disappointed at Brighton at home than losing to West Ham away. I didn't catch the first half. I was driving home from work furiously. And I listened on the radio when Trent scored the free kick, and obviously you go,
beautiful.
In the car, and then ever since that moment, it seems to me that we were. Antonio, I believe, had a really good opportunity. The ball got stuck under his foot, something like that. They were saying on the radio. I was listening to Clinton Morrison. Not a fan favourite,
Yeah. Right, second half, they came out how we should have come out. pretty much. You know, they came out how we normally come out, and like someone said, was Alisson to blame for the second goal for them?
Well, how many points has he saved us? You can't. What'd you do?
I wouldn't say he's to blame. Like that's kind of how we play, and it's a dangerous game that we play with the high line. You know, and quite often we do the offside trap, and it works.
The Fornals goal was poor. The Fornals goal, he should have kept that out based on his current statistical output of saving one-on-ones, and like the one straight after which come off his foot, that should have happened based on his level. He should be saving that. However, the corner for the first one, that was his fault. Should have cleared it. And then the last goal as well from Zuma. I also believe there was poor marking from Sadio Mane and Trent Alexander-Arnold there. That was poor. But look, West Ham at home, the place is bouncing. They're right on fire. That was their first 11 as well. That was their first 11.
I did say this. They took advantage of our squad's quite depleted. They're tired. Because we are missing certain players, you know, we're not really on fire. We just lost. Well, it felt like we lost Brighton.
They scored from two corners. They scored from two corners, so it's like we just got outdone by David Moyes and his tactics in training.
Exactly correct, Asha. I agree 100%. You're right with that comment. You're wrong with Nico Williams, but you're right about that. If he scores the winner in FA Cup semi-final as a late substitute, in an away match to Chelsea, I will say, Ash, you were right. But I think we both know with confidence that that's not going to happen.
No, because Trent's there and he's fighting it impossible battle.
And if not, Joe Gomez will be there, and if not, Milner will be. But it's okay.
We're missing Milner as well, but Milner's almost like the Band-Aid. We've been missing Milner, and it's like not even getting spoken about.
He's like a manager on the field. He could have been there instead of
him.
Well, he was there on the bench for the Preston match away. Wasn't actually part of the squad, but travelled with the squad, and that just goes to show. Look, let's just be happy.
He went to
I
watch
know
the
we
kids
lose,
play
but
as well.
It is what it is, guys. You know, we've
the
got
only,
to a
the only thing I want to really talk about now, like you've said, I'm over it. It's done.
Yeah,
you know, it's my first loss since April the 6th. It had to come. I'm glad it wasn't against Atletico. I'm glad it wasn't against Man United, Man City.
Well, we rest players now, don't we? We rest players for the Champions League, where these other big teams ahead of us now, they will be playing their first team.
Yes.
Of City qualified. Of City qualified. City qualified from their group. Chelsea, you know, if they haven't qualified, then the reality is they're going to be putting out a big team in the Champions League, which means their Premier League, status. Chelsea would be the one that will wobble. City, we know, are a machine. We're playing City. I've said this all season long. If we're in a title race, we are playing Manchester City. Chelsea are good. They've got off to a very good start, but I don't think they have the engine to literally last it all the way. Maybe next season and the season after that. But I don't believe it's Man City. That's the team that you have to keep your eye on. Just look what they did to Man United. Yes, they never got 5 goals, but they played better than us there. You know, I mean, would you have took it if we went to an inspired Tottenham Hotspur away from home, playing well under Conte in 6 weeks' time when we lost 3-2, you'd hold your hands up and say, okay, big, massive team, playing well. We've lost to West Ham. They're playing well. It took a draw. I said on the LSE transfer room 48 hours ago, I'll go there. I'll take a draw. They're good
third,
team.
for God's sake. Yeah. It's not like Southampton are 13th. You know, it's not like that. When you said that as well, actually, I saw a tweet earlier, and the Man U fans were discussing who they lost, who was better, like Liverpool or Man City, like who they lost to and stuff. And someone said it's like you're basically talking about who you got fucked by better. You lost both the games, like whatever way it happened. But I fully agree. Interestingly enough, you know, this was me and Nick. We did this show, you know, during the last international break, and I did say the one game I'm worried about is West Ham, and I said this back then. If you don't believe me, go all the way back and check the show. I said I am worried about West Ham of all of these teams. West Ham away after this run of 7 games, we're going to be tired. We're going to be, you know, after that run of games, we're away to them, and they're just doing bits right now. But
what about the next 7?
Well, this is what I was going to say. So international break now, and what we will be doing obviously now's the Christmas run up, isn't it? And actually, I've had a good look into the Christmas run up games, and it's interesting because we've got not a bad set of games considering what we've just been through.
Have you seen Leeds United's games?
I think United, Chelsea, Man City, they've got a tough little run over the Christmas Day, Boxing Day, all this period. So yeah, well, we're gonna wrap this up now because there's only so much.
Just really quickly, Gems, could I just say this one thing, right? We're all doom and gloom, right? Leeds United struggling in the Premier League at the moment. Okay, do you want me to show you their run into Christmas? Chelsea away, Manchester City away, Arsenal at home, Liverpool away. That's Christmas for Leeds United fans. We've just lost to West Ham. Shit happens, guys. If we're on December the 26th on Boxing Day and we're 4th and we're 7 points behind, then you can start to say, okay, big problem. But the reality is, let's just relax. It's cool. Let it go.
I'm cool.
And let the good times roll.
Meditation. It's the international break, which just means the squad has time to replenish, get some nutrients, get in the gym, and hopefully when we come back, we'll have some more of the first team squad in better form. Hopefully Thiago will be in better form as well. We've just got one more comment to go through. I feel like Salah's point.
Right, but can I take this apart, Gems? Can I just take this apart? Look, okay, the internet went down, change of provider. You look at Salah's point, it's better if we cash in on him now, in the summer when he's worth 100 million. He's already worth 100 million. He's already worth 150, 60 million in today's inflated market. It's as simple as that, okay?
Jack Grealish was 100 million for fuck's sake.
Exactly. And then the next one, let's get Haaland in. He is miles better than him. I agree with the first point, but not the second point. I do believe we should be in the conversation to get Haaland in for that £65 million release clause, but we've got to stop Bayern. We've got to stop United. We've got to stop Chelsea. We've got to stop City. We've got to stop Juventus. We've got to stop Atletico. We've got to stop all these clubs with more money than us because he is miles better than him. Do yourself a favour, Alex. Do yourself a favour. Scribble out your surname. Replace it with a proper one.
All I want to add to that is I don't think there's a single... If Salah played for Dortmund, Alex would be saying, we need to buy Mo Salah.
And do you know what? I still love him. I still love Alex because he's a Liverpool fan and we're a family. So Alex, you're my buddy.
And we appreciate everyone's opinion, and that's what we love, is that we can have these conversations and go on it. But I fully believe if you don't rate Mo Salah, if he was playing for another club, you would want to sign him.
He does rate Mo Salah as lying.
Exactly, Ashley. I agree. Look, guys, I've got a lot of getting on myself now, but don't forget to check out Kop Talk TV, check out Twitter, check out Facebook, check out YouTube, check out the newspaper. It will be in there one day. So when you're having a toilet break, you'll be able to see it.
Also, check out James. He's from TTM Sports. They're absolutely everywhere. They're on Spotify. They've got TTM Sports and they've got TTM Dark as well. If you're into, all this supernatural stuff, it's absolutely awesome. You need to go and check it out. I absolutely love it. If you're into, if you watch Stranger Things, the TV show, or anything like that, you will absolutely love it.
Yeah, lots coming. So go check them out. Coming. Lots of stuff coming up on Twitter, TTM.
Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Just Google TTM Sports and you will see the lovely James's face. Right, guys, like I said, we will be back in the international break discussing our next run of games and more optimism, discussing the team and how we're going to come back from that. Hopefully we'll have the bandage back that is James Milner. See you soon.
Yes.